A CBS News poll out this morning shows 57% of Americans think another U.S. terror attack is very likely in the next few months. Worries are rising because of the Paris massacre and after ISIS murdered 3 Americans and 2 British aid workers captured in Syria. Bob Orr is in Washington, where U.S. officials are studying the new Al-Qaeda video. Bob, good morning to you. What is the significance of this claim, do you think?
Well, good morning, Gail. This is significant because this is now a full-throated claim of responsibility from Al-Qaeda's top Western terror plotter, Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. This erases all doubts about who's behind the attack. What Al-Qaeda says in the tape essentially is, look, this was our idea. We paid for it. We trained these guys. We even picked the target. This is significant because AQAP in the past has tried to do bigger, more spectacular attacks involving bombs aboard airplanes, like the underwear bomb back in 2009, the bombs hidden in printer cartridges in 2010. This is a much lower level sophistication attack, but one that had deadly results, and it might indicate here kind of a change in thinking by AQAP. Maybe they're lowering their aspirations just a little bit to settle for what is possible, because this, even though it was not the big grand attack they've always envisioned, was devastatingly effective from their point of view.
Bob, I think what everybody's worried about is what may be next. And one of Egypt's highest Islamic authorities is warning that this cartoon that is on the cover of Charlie Hebdo is a quote-unquote act of war. How are authorities monitoring that?
Well, you know, Nora, I think people are very worried, and they should be, because in the tape this morning, the leader that speaks on the tape makes it very clear that AQAP is monitoring what's happening around the world, monitoring what's happening in France. There's a reference in the tape about looking at the leaders that came together and new warnings saying, look, the suffering you see in Paris is not over. It might be in Washington or in London or New York. So there are overt threats made here, which means that, back to your question, all of the intelligence services and the law enforcement agencies in various countries have to kind of raise their guard. They've got to be a little bit more aggressive. They're going to push some buttons that will make people uncomfortable to try to figure out where the next plot might come from.
Bob, thanks so much.